People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This one is called, if you're coming to Jamaica, if you have family members that are coming to Jamaica, if you have friends, foreigners, American, Canadian, that are coming to Jamaica, and you don't know the driving culture. If you are not familiar with these roads, the potholes that look like crater, the dark roads that you drive on, especially at night, please do not rent any sorts of vehicle. Do not feel as if you can manage unless, of course, you're in the category of a very good defensive driver. You will lose your life. You will get injured without a shadow of a doubt. When you compound the maniacs that are on the road, the bad road condition, the speeding, the lack of lighting, the lack of ambulance emergency service, it is a recipe for disaster. There was a young man, his name is Javelle. Javelle, last name Donato. He is from Dallas area. He is a shop owner. This is his picture right here. This is a picture of the shop that he owns. Apparently, he has come to Jamaica several times, or if this is his first time, he felt confident that he could rent a vehicle and then drive himself around. He rented a Mazda Demio. He was driving on the North Coast Highway. He was headed from Discovery Bay to Montego Bay. Just before he lost his life tragically, he was making some sorts of video. He was talking in his Jamaican accent. He is saying that he might go press pedal to the metal. He was talking about the difference of us driving on the left side versus America driving on the right side. However, he got it. People, he was DEAD wrong. I am going to let you take a look at the video just before he lost his life, and then I am going to give my piece.
Hey, me crazy, Ray Rasta boy, Jamaica. Hey, Jamaica, no cap. On the right side, nigga, no cap. This shit here crazy, no cap, no crazy. This shit crazy in the bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you, I done fucked up hit like 20 things in this bitch. No cap, they gotta hit like 20 things in this bitch. You feel me? No face.
Now, people, you hear the man I say it himself. Him done FUCKED up. Him probably lick some pothole, some sort of side swipe. There was even videos of him driving, trying to follow other people, other maniacs on the road that overtake. These people themselves are crazy. However, it seems as if it did not work out too good for him, because shortly or while videotaping this is when that tragic episode happened. He lost his life. He actually was overtaking a line of traffic, following other people. He is responsible for his own deed, and then he ran into an ambulance at that. Isn't it ironic? People, this is his vehicle right here, the Mazda Demio. After the fact, this is the actual ambulance that he ran into. Isn't it ironic that whenever you need an ambulance, no sorts of service on the road? However, this man ran into one of the few ambulances that are available. He was taken to the place of recovery. However, he was pronounced very bad, just like English from some people in a Jamal, in a Moko. Not very good. Moral of the story, like me say, if you know that you are not built like that, it is best if you hire some sorts of responsible jota, responsible taxi. it is best if you get somebody that is an actual driver, not a SHOTTA driver that are going to put his life or put your life in jeopardy, just like how he did. Get somebody that know the road. People may know the road very, very well. If you are not defensive, if you are from a place that is stable, that people have decency, people give people way, when you come to Jamaica, you are not going to be able to handle these road hogs, these maniacs on the road. You will actually lose your life. If you're lucky, you get hurt. If you're lucky, just your vehicle get damaged. There are potholes that are as big as craters upon the moon. You know fall in that, or else you're going to flip and end up on the other side. Lick off the axle, lick off the tire, lick out your whole life. That is the fact. So therefore, before you make that decision to come to Jamaica, jump in any sorts of vehicle, may I remind you, it is bad lighting, maniacs on the road, potholes, and then the culture is just different. Do not come to Jamaica to enjoy yourself and end up getting hurt, end up losing your life. It is not worth it. It is best if you stay where you are. If you cannot handle the situation, do not drive. Do not hire any sorts of maniac to take away your life. Be very responsible. The life that you save might be your own. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it seems as if the very disturbing trend of women being missing, found RAPE, dash out in some sorts of curtain, some sorts of sheet. People, it seems as if it is continuing. And again, I am speaking about the parish of St. Thomas. A couple of weeks ago, a young lady was missing. Her name was Titsy, or is Titsy. She got missing, was found a couple of days later, wrapped up in some sorts of sheet or curtain. RAPED and KILLED. About 24 to 48 hours ago, once again, the same sickness, madness. This lady that you see on your screen, known affectionately as Kisses. Based on the information, it is said that she has been missing for 2 days now from St. Thomas. Government name Shelly-Ann Dryden. Based on information out there, it is said that the reason or motive that this lady, Kisses Shelly-Ann Dryden, was taken away was because of some sort of man. It is not confirmed. However, it is said that there was some sorts of mix-up with she and Titsy over some sorts of man. That is why Titsy got missing. Titsy got missing. It is now said that this lady that was found, what was missing from St. Thomas, was actually found DEAD somewhere in a downtown Kingston. Again, I cannot confirm that this information is valid, but people are say she get missing because of some sorts of mix-up between she and some other sorts of woman over some sorts of man. But people, if you ask me, I just think that this is a new trend, and more than likely St. Thomas have some sorts of serial RAPIST, serial KILLER. So therefore, women, be very careful out there. If you not take people man, if you not take people woman, be very careful because you can go missing. And very importantly, make sure you know the cab, the taxi that you're going into. Do not make because of desperation and you want to get where you want to get very soon. It makes no sorts of sense to chase down your own DEATH. Hopefully the Popo can put a stop to this, and like I recommended before, do some sorts of sting operation. Put out some sorts of women out there posing as passenger, However, they are popo. I think that you will get a whole bunch of results. However, you and I know, as it pertains to Jamaica, when it comes to common sense, it is not very common. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, it is quite obvious that Jamaica is not only raising kids, it is raising some maniacs and monsters. Don't know if there's something in the water, something in the air, something in the food, or just the spawn of the devil. Satan, Lucifer, is running around rampant in Jamaica, wherein we are seeing some very strange occurrences as it pertains to these young'uns, these little youths. In a place called Hope Bay in Portland, Portland is considered one of the safest parishes in Jamaica. A 12-year-old little youth, him and a 13-year-old little girl have an altercation. Based on the Popo report, it is said that him rushed the 13-year-old with some sorts of farm utensil. Call it machete, call it a bill. K-I-L-L, bill. When some adults that was standing by realized what was going on, them intervene, them disarm him of that farm utensil. He was so enraged, he was so upset. He left and he went for a kitchen utensil, meaning a K-N-I-F-E, and rushed the little 13-year-old again, juke her up in her back. She was taken to the place of recovery where she is presently receiving treatment for her wounds. He was locked up. He was officially charged for wounding with intent. Now, people, remember, the victim 13, the suspect 12. In all my years growing up having picnic, there is no way under the sun and people you can't swear for nobody. But the way that I grow up my children, me nah say if somebody rush you and you have to defend yourself and draw for whatever, you must not do it. However, my children and any other decent people picnic would not be out there rushing anybody with any sorts of farm utensil after adult intervene, left and go for a kitchen utensil after warning. People, this shows you that this little youth have some sort of anger management problem. More than likely, children do what them learn in a them home. More than likely, those parents or guardians did not bring up this youth right. I mean, I say you can't do the right thing and the picnic just bad, because when picnic bad, picnic just bad. But me just say, more than likely, it is because he is probably from some sorts of dysfunctional home. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this one is called Adam and Steve. Well, sorry, Adam and Eve. Only the Eve is a man that was once Steve, but now, throughout some sorts of testosterone and hormone imbalance, he or she thinks that he is a she. Now, when the Popo made what they thought was a routine stop, they were not expecting to get flashed by a man that has transformed into a woman that was going to show the officers his or her man, B-R-E-A-S, sis. Don't want to confuse you. So pretty much the JCF officers, about 3 of them, pulled over a very nice M6 BMW, expecting that, listen, it is going to be routine. We're just going to give them some sorts of ticket, traffic infraction, give them the ticket, and they go about their merry G-A-Y way. However, when they pulled over this vehicle, what they saw, they were shocked and awed. Somebody alighted from the vehicle in a full camouflage. He was not camouflaging the fact that he thought that he was of the feminine gender. He said to the officer, by the grace of God, you don't know who Eve is. Eve is taken ding dong, not from grace. People, follow me. I want you to take a listen, take a look at this video, and then I am going to give my piece.
Police stop two fish. You know, X or that. Look like a X6. Yes. Him say the officer not cute. Him say him Adam and Eve. Alright, it's good. He's saying two big breasts, and Eve. Say one of them BB and the officer.
He's gonna write the song.
So saying Eve. Say him name Adam and him name Eve, and he having two big breasts. Yeah, so police have to go through rough out here, you know. Deal with all them kind of people, yeah. But you have to just remain calm with the police and hold the faith, you know. Can't make them dry out, but officers have been very professional, you know. Not put it over with them. Yeah.
Now people, first thing first, kudos to the popo that remain professional, remain calm, while under ATTACK from men breastases by some men. Pretty much them pull over the vehicle, BMW like me say X6. Two fish inside it, one fighter fish and a next fancy tail guppy. However, the guppy was kinda calm, but the fancy tail gully fish decides him want rail up. Him want come and lift up him shirt and show him too insipid. Very not attractive man breastases to the officer. And I tell the officer say, you not cute like me. People, me no know about man being cute, and me no know about this man being cute. It is not my kind of job for make them sorts of assessment there, but me just say, me no blind, me know what me see. Not very attractive to look at, and even worse when him a flash the officer. I am really surprised that these officers did not vomit or puke over themselves when he was exposing himself. Just not very attractive if you're of the straight type. The officer them hold them composure and they were searching the vehicle or requiring some sorts of registration, insurance, the typical BS. This man was showing off his ASS literally. Don't know what is wrong with these people, if them delusional, well they are, because whenever a man feel as if he is a woman, look big and strapped in like some sorts of NFL defensive or offensive lineman, but him feel as if him dainty, him a some sorts of preps. These people don't know what type of mirror them are looking at, if them have some sorts of magic mirror. Now people, like me say, everybody is free to choose a lifestyle that they want to choose, but do not impose. Do not push it up literally in a people's face. Importantly, it is obvious. Whatever God them a serve, whatever organization them a serve, there's a whole bunch of money involved. So if you are doing bad and you feel like you want to elevate your thing, you want to get ice up upon your economy, then you might want to switch people. That was a joke. However, a lot of persons are going to try it. Not my recommendation, me just say. So anyways, people, that is it as it pertains to that, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.